Welcome guys to Find AC Repair. This is John. I am the founder of Find AC Repair. If you haven't been here before, then please subscribe below. Make sure you subscribe because I'll be giving you guys lots of great golden nuggets on how to grow your HVAC business easily and effectively. So today, this golden nugget, I'm going to give you 5 top ways that you can promote your HVAC business. Just if you're getting started, even if you are started already, things that you can do now. You might have done step 1, step 2, things that you can do now to change things for the benefit. But for you guys who are starting your HVAC business, here is the 5 top ways that you can start to get ahead and start to drive traffic and leads to your HVAC company. So when we come right back, we're going to talk about the top 5 ways to promote your HVAC business. God bless. Okay guys, welcome back. And again, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. If you are a new HVAC business or you're a growing HVAC business, then you can come and join us. You can come and join us free on Find AC Repair. You'll be more than welcome. It is free for a limited time, especially at this time. So we're going to jump right into it. I'm not going to waste your time. I want to give you 5 good golden nuggets that will help you to grow your HVAC business. If you are a startup, of course, if you are a medium-sized business, you will already have done some of these steps, but a few things that you might not know or you have considered. Okay, so first thing, number 1, you need to have a website, okay? But even if you have got a website, your website has to be developed so that it converts and it converts leads. I have seen so many bad HVAC websites that do not nurture or entice the person into giving leads and into giving their details, and it's all kind of really heavy salesy. So there's definitely some things that you can, even if you have got a website, that you can look at to soften things up a bit, to build trust and emotion with potential customers. Because if you have this buy or die kind of syndrome, or you're suffering from that buy or die, you're not going to develop a long time customer. You're not going to develop the trust in the relationship that you need. So the first thing you need is a good website, and there's lots of different ways that you can go about that. I've developed lots of websites over the years, and there's certain mistakes that people make. That'll be in we'll go through that in another video, but that's the number 1 thing that you're going to need. You're going to need a website. You're going to need some way for them to find you. And if you haven't got a website and you can't actually afford it at the moment, then you can utilize something like Find AC Repair, your profile, as a mini website. You can also use your Facebook page as a way to be contacted should you have that. If you haven't got it, then go get it. And that's my light just dropped there. So that's one of the major things that you're going to need. Okay, so you got your website. Now here's the thing, before we get into getting content and social and everything else, there's one other thing that I want you to think about, is actually start getting reviews now, okay? But the reviews can be people who you've worked for. The reviews can be people that you know in your immediate network, because the way to grow trust and to grow some authority is to utilize the network that you already have. Okay, so by using that network, you are already going to start developing relationships, and that network can also help to promote you. So they're going to be your biggest fans, okay? And as you start to develop that also leads into putting content on your site, because that's like social proof, as getting some proof. The next thing that you want to do is to get yourself registered in local directories, okay? There's lots of different directories out there. We've got Yelp, we've got, obviously you have Find AC Repair, which you can utilize as well. These are great for NAP citations, which is name, address, and phone number. This is what you need for kind of Google Maps. Of course, you've got Google Maps, Google My Business that you need to be in. And there's other, there's Brown Book, there's other local directories that you can actually get in to get yourself a bit of a head start and to get found locally. So that's another one of those tips that you actually need, is to look at local directories. And not all directories are the same, okay? Some are just directories where you'll get a listing and a backlink. Others are more of a content marketing platform where you can do so much more and develop so much more authority and trust and develop leads, etc. Okay, some will require that you pay, some will require that you do more in advertising with them. Yelp is, for instance, is always asking you to advertise when you link up, but you'd be paying a cost per click, anything from $20 upwards, which if you're a startup HVAC company, that's quite difficult to do. Okay, I understand that you don't have that sort of money, and then of course Google Ads, that's expensive, Facebook ads. So we're going to look at ways that you can actually develop your HVAC business without having to spend too much money on advertising. And this is how you start off your website, getting some social proof from people in your network, your reviews, getting yourself registered in local directories so that you can be found. Then here is the golden nugget. Here is the thing, and this will require me to do another video, but give me a comment below, guys, that you really want to me to delve into this even more. And it's the 10 pieces of content, the 10 winning pieces of content that you have to develop in order that you can be successful in the long term, as well as even having an immediate impact. And this content not only helps to bolster the strength of your website, and obviously setting up from your social media, but that content will last you for a long time if you do it properly, and it can be regurgitated time and time and time again, so you can actually reuse that content to continually promote yourself. And here's the other thing that people don't think about. When HVAC companies start, even big HVAC companies that I've worked for, they'll spend thousands and thousands of dollars on advertising, but the owners do not consider that you're at the behest and the control of Facebook and Google and all the other advertising networks out there. And they can restrict things very fast. Just look at what's been happening lately. There's been a lot of restrictions on advertising. So what happens one day if they take away your advertising, or the ability for you to get out there easier, or their cost per click goes so astronomically high that it's just not worth it? This is where your content comes into play, guys. Your 10 pieces of winning content for your local area can see you through that time when there's those changes, and you can use that content on your advertising. You can advertise, you can do a pay-per-click, etc., and pay-per-lead and calls, but you can also have this content working for you on the background as well. And that is very, very important. And the next thing I'm going to say is, moving on from there, your last tip, your 5th tip, okay, is getting social and doing social media properly. Social media is not about selling. Social media is about being social and having your brand awareness, having your brand recognized, having your HVAC company make connections in the community, make emotional connections with individuals, build trust and authority in your local community. So social media is just not about putting out your local your deal, or throwing your coupons up there, or there's a lot more to it. And as we dive into more videos on this channel, I'm going to teach you a lot more about how to use your social media strategically, and what works and what doesn't, and what big mistakes that you can also make that could damage your business. So there's five major tips, guys. 5 major tips, just running through them again. You get your website, you get your immediate network to start giving you social proof, to start talking about your brand, to start recommending you, to use some of those testimonials, both on video and audio and written, and get them onto your website or get them onto your directories or wherever you are. The next thing you want to be doing is getting into those directories so that you can be found locally, get into Google Maps so that your business starts to actually get some recognition in the area. Your 4th tactic there is your biggest tactic, really, is your 10 pieces of HVAC content, which I'm going to do in the next video. We're going to talk about those 10 pieces of HVAC content, and hopefully that will really get you going and will really help you to get your brand awareness at the right level. And then we're going to get social. We're going to talk more about social media and how to utilize that social properly. So that's 5 tips, guys. 5 basic tips whether you are a startup, whether you're a mid to medium sized HVAC company. There's certain things in there that people possibly won't do in terms of content, or even learning to use the social properly, and certainly, you know, the getting your website up to scratch so that it actually converts for you and drives you leads. So there's 5 top tips, guys, to help you boost and grow your HVAC business. If you've got any questions, hit me up below, and leave them below. Ask anything you want. I'm happy to teach and to share my knowledge. Come and join us on Find AC Repair. As I said before, it's free at the moment. There's no fee for it. That's only temporary until things change with the current environment, the way things are. But certainly I want you to get the benefits that you, as much as you can, out of that. And so now is the time to take me up on that. Okay, we're going to talk a lot more in the future about video marketing and lots of different things you can do. But go on with those 5 tips. Go with those 5 things. I will put those tips below. I'll probably put them into a cheat sheet for you, and you can go ahead and start working on them straight away. I will go deeper into each one of those so that you learn even more, and you will actually start to get really good leads. I have managed to get my clients, last year alone I got my clients 358 leads, qualified leads, hot leads, leads that actually meant something, not shopping, right? The way that I work and the way that I do things within my own network means that I'm getting the right qualified leads, and that is on content only, guys. That's no advertising at all. We got more leads on advertising as well on top of that. So I will definitely share my knowledge and wisdom with you, and hopefully you will rock it out this year, and you will be getting lots of leads in for your company. So again, subscribe to Find AC Repair below, and I look forward to working with you and developing a great relationship with you and getting to know you guys. God bless.